Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Welcome to my channel. This is what we'll be making today. It's going to be on 3 different videos. I'm going to have the videos so that you can, one video is to be for the cutting measurements of the foam board and the construction strips. The next video would be on the building of the unit. What it is a embossing unit, and you have room here for all your embossing folders, the big and the small, and also have room here for the little storage cases that we have, the Stampin' Up has. I'll leave a link below how you get to those. Now these could hold your inks, or it could hold embossing powders, Versamark, everything that I have for embossing I have in these little cases. Little powders fit in there too. I think you can fit 6 in there if you turn them up and down like that. Okay, and this does have feet and the handle here. Now these are all optional. I just like all that style, and you could even put little knobs, little tiny knobs across there. That would be precious, and I think I will do that. I just have to get some first. And anyway, I hope you join me on these videos. But like I said, first video. And I probably won't download the videos all at once. I'll probably download them one day at a time. And as they come available, you'll see to the second video. I'll have a link in the upper corner of the video at the very end of the video. So look for that if you want to go to step 2. And then step 2, you'll have it to step 3, okay? The video should be not very long. But you do, for the first video, you do want to get a pen in hand and write all the measurements down. And I'll give you instructions how to identify each one. Okay, and the inside of this unit, I have mine that is white, okay? Now, and I also put a little foam strip underneath here to hold these, since I put the feet on mine. This particular foot that I wanted to use has a little lift right here, and so in order to accommodate that to go all the way across, I stuck a little 1-inch strip of foam board across the front of that. Inside is white, and that is the foam board itself. Now there is black foam board and white foam board, so I'll leave a link, Amazon link, if you want to order some foam board through. So you want to pick your paper. You want to pick your paper first. Pick the designer series paper that you want to use, and you would probably need 2 pieces of the designer series paper that you want to use. 2 would be enough. If you don't do the inside, like I didn't do the inside, that will be enough. And also you will need 2 to 3 pieces of cardstock to make the construction strips. Oh, and let me tell you what else you'll need. Tear and tape or glue. And you'll use quite a bit of glue. So I used tear and tape and a little bit of glue on mine, because the glue does really hold well. And so does the tear and tape, but I want extra hold because those embossing folders are quite heavy. And I wanted it to hold together real well. And let's see, anything else? Oh, and the legs and the feet, the pull and the feet will also be listed below in an Amazon link. And so will the products, the cases that I use, the little half cases, will also be listed from the Stampin' Up link. I'll go ahead and put the paper that I used in case you want to do the same paper. And the white cardstock is the Whisper White cardstock. And I did use the thick Whisper White just to add a little bit more support of this thing. And I used a hot glue gun. And I believe that's it. Get your pen and paper out and write these measurements down. Now, so what I have here cut is some foam board, and it's 3/16 thick. I need 2 shelves, and they're going to be 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. We will need 1 front that is 6 3/4 by 3. We need 1 back that's 6 3/4 by 7 1/2. And we need 2 sides that are 5 by 7.5. Okay. Now these are the construction strips that we need. We're going to have to put the construction strips on the inside and the outside of our box. These 6 pieces, I'm going to label them SS, which is shelf support. Okay. And we need 6 of those that are 4 3/4 by 1. And I scored it at 1/2 inch. To put your information on the inside of your pieces, do that right in the center of that so you can see it after you put your tape on. Everything that I cut 1, I scored it at 1/2, and everything that I cut 1 1/4 inch, I scored at 1/2 and 3/4 inch. Okay, and this label it F for front, and this is 2 pieces of 3 by 1. Scored at 1/2. To add 2 white ones that are 3 by 1, scored in half, and initial those ITB. That's for inside, top, back. And I have 2 pieces of white that are 4 by 1, scored at 1/2. And that's the inside, back, bottom. So that's IBB. Initial those IBB. We need 3 pieces. That's 6 3/4 by 1. And of course that'll be scored at 1/2 inch too. And that's inside, back. Okay. So just initial those IB at 1/2. Now my contrasting outside color, I scored 2 pieces that's labeled side, back. SB is 7.5 by 1, scored at 1/2. Okay, this is the S front, SF, that are 7.5 by 1 1/4. This one is scored at 1/2 and 3/4. Okay, this one is labeled BS for bottom side. And this is 5 by 1 and it's scored at 1/2. Okay. Top side. It's 5 by 1 1/4 and it's scored at 1/2 and 3/4. Okay. Top, front, and back. This is 6 3/4 by 1 1/4, scored at 1/2 and 3/4. Okay, and this is the shelf front, labeled at SF, cut at 6 3/4 by 1 1/4, scored at 1/2 and 3/4. This piece is BB for bottom, back, and it's 7 1/4 by 1, scored at 1/2. This is how you will prepare your construction strips. On each side, like this. And this. And then you would take each piece, either cut it this way, just cut a sliver off of there and a sliver off of here. So you got just a little sliver off. Okay. Now these, you'll be putting the tape here and the tape here. And this time, instead of slivering it all the way to the middle, you just sliver it to that first score line you come to. Okay, like that on each side. This is the end of this video, so click the link on top to go to the next part 2. Thank you. Bye-bye.